What did you take your undergraduate degree?
An undergraduate degree in American Studies, which was poly-econ, American history, American literature, with an elective in religion or philosophy, plus a minor in music. It was a lot of work. And I didn't get the credit of a double major either. It was a lot of work.
Do you play an instrument?
I play the violin and the viola, and I sing first tenor.
So how does education, I mean, what you're proposing and all, don't we really have to invest in education too? How will you approach that?
See, that's a key term. That's a key term, investing in education, right? Now, we hear a lot about investing in education. Here's the problem. Education is not a commodity. Education is a right, okay? I'm a businessman. I like profit. I like stuff. But there are some things that are not intended for the marketplace, okay?
What about health care?
Basic health care. You know, secondary insurance, that's fine. Knock yourself out. Basic medication that's going to keep you alive, antibiotics, cancer meds, not something that should be determined by the stock market. Education is one of those things that's a right. Healthcare is one of those things that's a right. In Ohio, we're going to have to fight to make sure that prisons do not become a commodity. You should not make a profit off of putting people in jail. We do not want to have to deal with a jailer's lobby. Can you imagine? And it's funny, but we already have to deal with the bail bond lobby, which keeps our drug courts down, which keeps reform down, which keeps bail prices high. And I know this because I'm an attorney. A lot of people don't pay attention. It's already happening. The bail bond lobby is part of this movement towards privatizing the prisons. How scary is that?
So how are you going to confront all the money T-Berry has?
He has $3 million, and I've got shoe leather. I've got shoe leather. I'm going to meet with I'll meet with every small business owner that'll take a meeting with me and convince them that way and have them introduce me to their friends. I don't have $3 million. I didn't come from a millionaire family, you know. My grandpa worked at Ford. He put his kids through college. My mom worked to get her doctorate in psychology, you know, while she was putting us through school. And God forbid I'm going to take care of her when she gets older. It's going to be a shoe leather campaign, and I'm fine with that. Yes?
Are we assuming that the bear is going to survive the primary challenge from Yarborough?
We don't know.
The primary challenge from Yarborough, who is from what I read his literature, is pretty much of a Tea Party individual. Are we assuming the bear is going to survive that challenge, or?
Well, we don't know. We don't know with the new district.
$3 billion, but he'll probably survive.
Yeah. Well, I think the new guy might give him a run for his money. I can't speculate on what the Republicans are thinking right now because it just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. Yes?
Is the federal campaign committee sending you any money, any help at all? Federal people?
No, they're not. They're not. I think it's because I have a primary, and I think it's because they don't think I can win. That's okay. That's okay.
Has the district boundaries been changed in any way by the redistricting?
The district now reaches all the way to Mansfield.
Is that good or bad?
It's horrible. It's horrible.
A lot of shoe leather.
That's all right. That's all right. It's going to take tires to get up there, but that's okay. I got those tires.
Hey, Jim, I love your ideas about revitalizing manufacturing. It makes me excited to hear you talk like that. Can you share with me one or more of your thoughts about how we can actually do that, given the fact that there are powerful vested interests nationally here that are benefiting from the current system of offshoring? You know, for instance, Walmart, that benefits so much from our trade imbalance.
Right.
How do we actually translate the desire to revitalize manufacturing into
close the loophole that you can write off shipping costs. Shipping costs. International shipping costs. It's not cheaper if you don't get to write off international shipping costs. Plain and simple. It's really expensive to ship stuff on a big boat from Malaysia. It's really expensive. And if you can't write that off,
One more question, and then we'll move on.
What's your position on women's reproductive issues?
well, I was raised Catholic. And,
So,
you know, I had it hammered into me for a long time. And I realized recently that if you are in the situation that you are considering terminating a pregnancy, then everybody else needs to mind their own business.
Jim, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.